Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T-Mike here in South Louisiana, and today I'm making a video on how to find the hard to find parts. So I'm going to classify all the vintage outboard motors into two groups and show you how to find the easy parts and the hard parts. So if everybody's ready, here we go. All right, so I get a lot of questions on my YouTube channel about how to find these parts, especially the hard to find parts. So I thought I'd make a video to try to give you an idea of how to do that. So I'm going to classify vintage outboards into two groups. I'm going to break them up into the easy to find parts and the hard to find parts. All right, the first group would be the 1958s and later up until the present. Those parts are actually pretty easy to find, all right? And I made a video on that earlier on how to find parts. And for those 1958s up to the present time, all you got to do is go get your year, model number, and horsepower of your motor. Go to marineengine.com website, put in that model number, find your motor, and look at the diagram for the part number, all right? And then I advise going on to eBay and finding your part, all right? So those are the easy ones. Now let's talk about the hard to find parts, which I classify 1957 and earlier, all right? MarineEngine.com doesn't really list parts for that, 57 and earlier. They don't list the motors, so you can't find the parts. So how do you find the part numbers? Here's what I recommend. I recommend you going on eBay and finding the parts catalog for your motor. All right, they sell them $10, $15. This is a model TN28, all right, which is a 1952, 1953 parts catalog. So order that on eBay. Once you get it, it lists all the parts and part numbers and diagrams, just like you would get on marineengine.com. So every time I do a motor that's 1957 or earlier, I get on eBay and I get the parts catalog. All right, so that's how you find your part number. Now, to find the parts, they're hard to find. You can go on eBay and try, and you might find them, but they're hard to find. So this is the T-Mike trick I'm gonna give you on what I do. So once I have my part number and I can't find it on eBay, I'll use Facebook. Okay, I know a lot of you probably don't do Facebook for obvious reasons, but there are a lot of vintage outboard motor guys that are on Facebook that have these older motors. They don't really list them on eBay or anywhere else, but if you get on Facebook and make a posting of your motor and your parts you're looking for, these vintage outboard motor guys like myself might be able to help you. So I'm going to give you 3 Facebook pages that I find are the best for finding these parts. And the first one is AOMCI, Antique Outboard Motor Club Incorporated. Just get on Facebook, search for AOMCI. That group has got thousands of people on it. It's a great resource for knowledge, and make yourself a posting requesting your 1948 carburetor lever on there, and somebody there may have it and may work with you on that. All right, I'm gonna give you another good Facebook page, and that is this one, Vintage Boats and Outboard Motors. I've used this site before, and it's awesome for finding those parts too. So do the same thing, make a posting on it. Hopefully somebody will respond to your posting and either have the part for you or can direct you to somebody that does. All right. The third and final one that I use that works pretty good is the 40s, 50s, and 60s Boats and Outboards Facebook page. That's another good page for these hard to find parts. All right. So let's summarize. All right. We have 2 categories of parts to find. The easy ones, 1958 and earlier. Just go to marineengine.com, get the part number, find it on eBay. All right. Hard to find parts that 1957 and earlier. All right. You have to buy your parts catalog on eBay and then make a Facebook posting to try to find that part. So that's my tips for you. All right. So hopefully this helps you to find your hard to find parts. And if it does, please click on subscribe. I guarantee to do weekly videos to try to help us work on these vintage motors. Thank you all very much. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Here at T Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time. Please subscribe. I guarantee to provide weekly videos. Au revoir, mes amis, and laissez les bon temps rouler.